Sup, everybody? Long time no see. Carson here with the Glass House Films Midnight Review. Flying solo on this one. A little bit of a hiatus after Endgame. I know this is like a week, but still. So I'm kind of just getting back into it. And I know the title you clicked on is not Detective Pikachu. That review, if you're watching this when it gets posted, might be up later tonight or the next day. Either way, you clicked on a long shot review. And this one will be pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I saw the first trailers for this thing and I'm like, holy crap, that looks really funny. And I do this thing, I might have talked about it on here before, where if I watch a trailer for something, I used to watch so many trailers that it was really easy for me to just pick apart the whole movie. So I didn't have surprises anymore, and it kind of sapped a lot of the fun out of movies. So I kind of do this thing where I only watch enough of the trailer to get sold on a film. And there's certain trailers out there where I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna watch that trailer because I'm gonna get sold. I'm already sold on it. Like the Star Wars, the Force Awakens, Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker, all those ones I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try as hard as I can to not watch any trailers for it, but you know, I see movies, so it's gonna be put up on the big screen, but I try. So anyway, long shot, I watched like the first half of the first trailer and I'm like, this is hilarious, I'm in it, let's do this. And so here I am like a week after it comes out. Got absolutely creamed by Endgame. Who is shocked there? But I gotta say, this is by far one of the most hilarious and delightful film-going experiences I've had this year. Not just comedies, because I don't really feel like I've seen many comedies this year, but just period. Just this was absolutely delightful from start to finish. And you know, I really want this movie to be popular and successful. So for those that don't know, it is about Charlize Theron is Secretary of State, and she is going to start running for president. After a pretty funny focus testing, they find that she's not funny enough, so she's like, okay, I gotta find someone to punch up my scripts. Enter Seth Rogen, who knew her. They were next door neighbors when they were growing up, and he had a huge crush on her back then. And he is a journalist who is also just a really funny dude, and so he comes in and he starts punching up her scripts, her speeches, and they start to kind of fall for one another. What is funny to me, I'm trying to like make sure I don't go on a rant with this one because I very easily could. What gets me is a lot of internet criticism and a lot of internet criticism, because it's not film criticism, but stuff like CinemaSins, and I'm calling them out on this one, will say like, oh, it's a trope. Ding. Tropes aren't bad. Structure, even a familiar structure, is not bad. You just have to know how to work it. And this film, while it does, without trying to spoil it, it does fit a traditional romantic comedy structure. But you're totally fine doing that so long as you have great romance and you have great comedy. Well, a big problem is a lot of romantic comedies, just for me at least, there's some that I need to go back and reevaluate, but a lot of romantic comedies tend to not really work for me for one reason or another. This one was just delightful. Charlize Theron and Seth Rogen have incredible chemistry the whole time. All of the supporting actors in this are fantastic from top to bottom. Not a weak link, and I really actually want to point out O'Shea Jackson Jr. Holy crap, like he has like 3-4 scenes in this film, and all of them work perfect. Just perfectly, and I'm like, dang, I really want to see this guy in more stuff. He's really, really funny. I'm looking forward to his acting career, to be completely honest. But yeah, So romantic comedies, you have to have good chemistry between your leads, and you have to have very funny bits. Great chemistry between Charlize Theron and Seth Rogen, just amazing chemistry. And then the comedy is just top notch. Like, it is very, very funny. I was laughing throughout the whole film, and I feel like it will be something that I watch again, and while I might not have, gut-busting laughter because I've heard it before, I'm still gonna be like, I like that bit. Oh, this is really fun. It'll be I could very easily see it being like a comfort food type of movie. It's just an absolute delight from top to bottom. And it also, I'll have to think about this a little bit more, and this is just, shooting from the hip here, but I also liked a lot of the dynamic and the way that they address the fact that she is a powerful woman and he is just kind of a schlub. And it works. Like, it's not the focal point of the movie, but it is a part of the movie, and they acknowledge it in a very smart way. And I think in large parts this film is about compromise, but it's about healthy compromise. And I like the way that functions and that works, because it doesn't take away Charlize Theron's agency at any point. And both characters, learn about themselves and about their relationship to each other throughout the course of this film, and that functions on a really good level. But yeah, I was absolutely delighted by this thing, just nonstop. It was just fun. I'm happy. I mean, I film these right after I get out of the cinema, and I'm just happy. I'm chill. I'm good to go. Sometimes with comedies, it has to be really good for me to want to suggest it for someone else, to go see it in cinemas. Very rarely are big box comedies worth it. I get a lot more out of indie stuff, but it's also indie and it's harder to see in cinemas. You might as well just wait for Netflix. But this film, fantastic, top to bottom. I would really say, like, once a year you'll get a great big box comedy. Like last year was Game Night, or maybe that was the year before. Either way, Game Night was great, and this is great. Like, this is going to be, as far as I'm concerned, the big studio comedy to beat for the rest of the year. And I would highly recommend people go see this in cinemas. This totally deserves your money. You're going to walk out feeling great. The only thing I will say, not against that, but just to lay the cards out on the table here, is the film does certainly skewer more liberal than conservative. I'm not really going to get into the politics of that because that's not really worth it. I just want to point out it skews more liberal than conservative, and if that is something that will keep you from watching it or keep you from enjoying it, then definitely at least check it out on DVD once it hits Redbox. But if you don't have a problem with that in any way, definitely go see it in cinemas. Just great. Just fantastic. Please go see it. So tomorrow, so today is Thursday, I'm going to watch on Friday Detective Pikachu. So for all the fans of Glasshouse Films, woo, thank you all, 60 of you. For the fans of Glasshouse Films, that is when Detective Pikachu will come out. It will come out Friday night or Saturday early in the day. But I am also looking forward to that, and normally I try and go into things like critic blind as possible, but because I'm seeing it like a day late, it's a little bit harder. But yeah, people are saying it's solid, so I'm looking forward to it. I hope it's good. And I don't think that Nintendo, I know it's not a Nintendo property, but it's really closely tied to Nintendo. I know Nintendo wouldn't sign off on something like this unless they were like, okay, yeah, this could be something. So, pretty safe bet, at the very least. But anyway, yeah, Go see Long Shot, please. Please go see Long Shot. Loved it. Please go see Long Shot. Until next time, please like this video. Comment below what you thought of the movie if you happen to go see it. And then subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/glassfilmshouse. And you can find me on Twitter, where I'm most active at GlassHouseFilms. And we will see you later tonight/tomorrow for Detective Pikachu. Thanks. Bye.